me know when you started. Okay. Okay, hi, I'm Roman, and I'm here with Elise, and we'll be discussing interdisciplinary team interview meeting. And Elise will be starting us off.
Okay, so Roman, after watching the interdisciplinary team meeting, what was your initial reaction?
Well, I felt as if the medical doctor made a point to take charge of the meeting as the lead physician on the case by giving her opinions on the case first. I noticed also that the physical therapist was frequently interrupted while trying to give her assessment of the case, as well as some other professionals were interrupted as well. And there was a lack of organization within the meeting because of those interruptions. I did like how the physician was able to change her initial opinion from the beginning to the end. Because initially she wanted to just charge the patient early, and in the end, she was convinced by the other professionals that it was not the right time to do so, and that the patient needed a greater length of stay before transitioning to um, another form of physical therapy. And but in addition to that, I was surprised at the some of the lack of information, because some of the professionals didn't know about the patient's household situation and some of the social support necessary for discharge.
Yeah, I was also very surprised about the lack of information on the patient's home environment. And I also liked that the physician was able to listen to the other, the input of the others, and then change her opinion instead of pushing her own. So, said all states that all healthcare professionals should realize their capacity for leadership and develop the knowledge, skills, and attitudes that are that are requisite to becoming a positive agent of change and growth in themselves, others, and their organizations. Roman, do you think that they would be a positive agent of change for the patient and their organization?
I believe that they have the potential to become a positive agent of change, but they definitely need to work on their communication skills and organization of the meeting to do so. Because, like I said before, there were a lot of interruptions during the meeting, and no plan of care or like clear vision was determined by the end of the meeting, in my opinion. So they definitely need to work on distinguishing some of their roles and provide clear assessments to help not only comment on each other's assessments, but help provide personal opinions to discharge the patient. So, Elise, do you think that the interdisciplinary team could do better to produce a successful outcome for this patient? Or do you think they could have done anything
Oh,
better
yes,
to
absolutely.
help
I think that the
discharge
team
them?
could do a better job of getting feedback from each other first before determining the next steps of the patient. Like you said before, the physician stated that the patient was ready for discharge without hearing the other professional opinions. So I think that they could all do a quick debrief on the information that they all gathered separately without, being cut off by the others, and then piece together everything and come up with the best outcome for the patient that way. Um, yeah. So then
I
Caro
agree, for sure.
shows that one of the key characteristics of a good interdisciplinary team is respecting and understanding roles. Would you say the team from the video did a good job of this?
I don't think that the interdisciplinary team did the best job of this because of the interruptions. And they did define their roles in the beginning of the meeting, but they were always commenting on each other's assessments instead of trying to provide their own based on specific measures to their discipline, which would have helped the patient more. They did a good job of listening, but could have done a better job of responding to each other with solutions
Yeah, I also
to
agree
the
with your
case
point there. They
overall
did
instead
have a
of
few
just
good
providing
moments, but
critique.
they still have a lot to work on.
Yeah, definitely. Namcare, also states that communication strategies promote intra-team communication, collaborative decision making, and effective team processes are competencies of an interdisciplinary team. So, what specific strategies do you
The
pick up
team,
on from the
towards the end, the
video
team did a
that
good
could
job of
be
listening
improved?
and, well, they could work on listening, allowing each other to speak fully and staying on topic. They talked over each other a lot, and it kind of seemed to be disorganized and somewhat unsuccessful, but it did not seem like, because it didn't seem like anyone was actually listening, um, or like listening to each other or had a plan. Um, So they was pretty much just telling each other like what the other should do instead of actually having a plan of like what they wanted to do for the patient, other than just like, all right, we need to get this patient out of here. Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
listening more instead of just hearing and then saying whatever they want. Yeah, I agree. Do you think that the medical professionals should do what do you think they should do, I
They
mean,
should
to
definitely
be
spend more
better at
time
functioning as a
investing in
team
team building
overall?
activities. I would say at least like twice a month, if not like once every other week, to develop a better interdisciplinary relationship. All right,
Totally.
welcome.
Alright, thanks for your time.